Hi, this is Mick. Welcome back to my channel. I've decided to build a Dalek, so I'll do a series of videos on it, quite a few actually. I don't know what made me decide to do it. I've wanted to do it for years, so I thought I'd just get on with it. So first thing I've done is I've bought an old mobility scooter, like an electric wheelchair that were no good. Absolutely had it. I've stripped it down. I had to strip it down to get it in car anyway to fetch home, so I've got it all stripped down to its basics. So first thing we're going to do is make the chassis, get all that sorted out, battery box, and get the hub motors mounted. So I'll just flick camera over and I'll show you what I've got. Right, this is my den. A little parrot up there, look, little blue. Been quiet for a change. So anyway, this is the chassis from that scooter wheelchair that I got. I've stripped it down completely. I've thrown all the seat away and all the rest of the gubbins that I didn't need. Got electrics here, got controller, motor control unit and power unit. Got an 80 amp fuse there, so I need to rig all that up. And two 12 volt batteries. Now when I bought it, they told me that they thought batteries were no good, but I've tested them and they're fantastic, full voltage, and they've not been charged for a while either, so they all need cleaning up. Batteries actually fit just inside here. Just there, two batteries. So on the side here, I've got two back wheels mounted onto these hub motors. Really heavy. So there were all sorts of brackets coming off of these to little stabiliser wheels and things like that. So I've took them off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount these two wheels, these two hub motors, on the back of this box. Just here, one at this side, one at the other side. Batteries can go in here, and I'll have all controllers down here. This was actually at the rear of the wheelchair, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. It depends on the width of the front of the Dalek, because that's going to be at front. So it depends how it comes in like that. I might have to get rid of them two wheels and just put one in the middle, somewhere around about here, so that I get that shape that I need. So right, I'm going to get on with that anyway. When I've fitted these hub motors, I'll get all the wiring done and I'll come back to you, show what I've done. It's Saturday afternoon. I'm going to get on with this Dalek now. So I went to B&Q last night in Doncaster and bought all the plywood I need. So I'd just like to say thanks to Ashley and Matthew for all your help and advice. Cheers guys. And I'm going to make a start on it now, so I'll try and keep these videos to 10 or 15 minutes each so it don't bore you too much. Without further ado, I'll make a start and see how we go. Right, I got these hub motors fitted yesterday on the back of this chassis battery box. So a bit awkward to fit, but just bolted them straight through. As you can see, all these bolts. So that now freewheels and turns wherever I want it. To actually engage these wheels for the electrics to operate the motor, you push that lever forward on each one, and it can't be moved unless you power it up. So I'll leave that off for now so I can freewheel it around. So what I'm going to do first, I think I'm going to get the base plate cut out and fitted, and that's going to mount underneath the actual chassis. So obviously I'll have to have cut out for wheels and tyres. So if I get this piece all made up and fitted on there, I've then got a foundation to build on. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to mark this piece of this plywood out, draw the actual shape, and before I cut it out I'll roll this base onto it, and just to see see how it fits length and width wise. Like I said earlier, I think I might have to sort out these front casters depending on whether they actually fit in the footprint. So we'll see anyway. So I'm going to get one of these pieces of plywood, what I need, get it on trestles, get it marked out, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so I've marked the shape out on this plywood. I've done it in pencil, but it's only faint at the moment, but it is perfect. I've got all the dimensions and the plan off a website called projectdalek.com. I'll put a link in the description below, but you have to subscribe, just a small annual subscription, and it does give you all the access to all the plans and detailed scale drawings to construct a Dalek. So what I'll do now is I'll put this piece of plywood on the floor, roll the chassis on top of it, and see how it's going to cover. Right, I've marked all the plywood out for base. I'll just go round it. I don't know if you can see the pencil line. So this is where it angles at the back. So the wheels are well within that, because the back panel comes from here and it goes up at about 7.5 degrees, so it will slightly go in, so there's plenty of clearance on that. But so that fits all the way around there. But then when I get to the front, as you can see, the pencil line there, that's the very front, that point. These casters are going to be in the way on the outside like that. So that one's straight, but when you turn it, obviously they come out like that. You can see that one stuck right out of the footprint. So what I'm going to have to do is remove them two units and try and fasten one of them in the middle. I have got another caster which came off of the front of the wheelchair, so I'll see if I can mount that in the middle. Once it's in middle there, it'll be well within the footprint. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, right, as you can see, I've took them two wheels off at front and I've managed to relocate one of them centrally. Quite a bit of fabrication with brackets and bolt nuts and bolts, things like that, because I haven't got a welder. But yeah, that all fits now. This all swivels round exactly where it should do. So what I'm going to do next is the piece of wood that it's on, obviously that's cut out to the shape of the base. That's going to be bolted on the underneath of that battery cage. So I need to do some cutouts for the wheels, some slots for the back wheels, probably a circle for the front wheel. Move out of the way, Billy. For the front wheel, and then I'll get that bolted on and come back to you when that's done. Okay, that's finished product on the base. All the cutouts for the wheels. Obviously a nice circular one for the front one. You can see that one's not quite centered; it's slightly offset. It's not a problem at all. It's just the way that bracket fell underneath. They'd already got the caster attached, so quite okay about that. So next job is to turn the chassis upside down, get this slotted and fitted over the wheels, and get it bolted down. Okay, so that's the chassis upside down, and that's the base plate fitted. It just needs bolting on now, so I'll have to drill some holes through and bolt it on. So that's the foundations just about done. This wheel swivels round now in its aperture, and you can see there's a sort of a 10mm gap at each side of those rear wheels. So I'll get that bolted down now. Okay, that's fitted. So I've now got the foundations of a Dalek. That's took some sorting out, but now we've got that done, the rest of it should be a bit more straightforward, so I'm not having to handle that chassis all the time because it's quite heavy. So my next job then is to fit another one of these sheets of plywood, exactly the same shape but just slightly smaller all the way around, and that's going to fit on top of this lip all the way across. I'll have to do some cutouts for these, or I might just grind them off. Actually, I think I'll just grind them off. So the reason I need to make it smaller is so that I get the correct angle coming upwards on each side and front and back. So so there we are up to now. It's going well. Oh, I'm falling off. Exterminate, exterminate. Right, that's episode 1 finished. I hope you enjoyed it. Episode 2, we'll be looking at test driving it, chassis, and constructing the skirt up to the shoulder height. So looking forward to that. If you be grateful if you'd subscribe. If you click that notification bell, you'll be informed as soon as episode 2's out. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers.